How many times has this happened to you? A stock appears on your scanner getting a huge bullish move. You watch it run and run and run. You tell yourself you'll buy the first dip, buy low, sell high, right? You watch the stock just take off and finally you get your first red candle. Great, this setup looks perfect. Great opportunity to enter, right? Except now the move is already over. You have entered backside and this trade ended up being a loss. The number one thing I can teach new traders is to stop disagreeing with the markets. Take a look at this chart here. We're now out on the daily chart. So this idea works for either day trading or swing trading. You could have chased this name, say at this local high here at about 160, you could have chased this name and there was still 100+ points of upside to come. I want you to stop being afraid of buying strength. In fact, I would encourage you to only buy strength. 90% of traders lose money, I believe, because 90% of traders go about it the wrong way. If we zoom out on this chart, 90% of traders would not be buying anywhere here. Oh, it's overvalued. I don't want to chase the name. I'm going to let it dip first, blah, 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 whatever it is. Instead, they would start buying here. Oh, look, this thing is weak. You know, how many times have you read a tweet or maybe even told yourself the stock used to trade at 280, now it's only trading at 170. It must be a good buy. No, that is an awful way to go about trading. Much better to buy strength than it is to buy this kind of weakness, because of course you can watch this stock go from 170, even though it used to trade 280, it still goes from 170 all the way down to $40 a share, right? What is currently happening in the market has a higher likelihood to continue happening, at least in the short term. And as active traders, the short term is really all we should be concerned about, right? Investing may be a completely different story. Investing is where the Warren Buffett be fearful when others are greedy and greedy is when others are fearful. That is where that mentality comes in. The issue is beginner traders try to apply that to much shorter term trading, and it just doesn't work. Anyway, the purpose of today's video is that I have created some labels that help you easily and visually identify when a stock is in frontside and when a stock is in backside, so that you can be more efficient in your decision making of whether you should be looking for longs or not. Before we get into exactly how the labels work, let's do the fun part first, and let's watch some live action of the labels in use during pre-market trading this morning. Take a look here at ticker ARBE, currently getting a massive run up on each and every one of these candles. The front side label has been highlighting green, and you can see it's continuing to do so now. This entire move has been the time to look for long setups. As mentioned, every candle on this move has had the front side label activated in green, because every candle on this move has both been pushing local highs with good underlying relative strength. But when did we start talking about it in this video? I believe it was around $2.10, just about 10 minutes ago. Well, even since then, the stock has gone up another 9% to over $2.25. That's exactly what we're talking about in this video. The ability to take advantage of front side strength while it is there, and having a label like this just to much more visually identify, yes, this is indeed front side strength that you should be looking to take advantage of. And I tell you what, I just made that last clip because I thought the gain was good. Well, guess what? It has continued moving and has now made even a 15% move since we first identified it. This is just a great live example from the morning that I'm actually recording this video. Really the first example that I looked at of the front side label of a stock that is moving, and a perfect example of, once again, when to take advantage of front side. Let me see if I can find some examples of, I was kind of actually hoping this stock would turn into backside. There's still 8 minutes left in pre-market. It may, but let's see if we can find a live example of backside. Like, hey, it's just as important, right? And that's why I created both these labels. It's just as important to know definitely when to avoid looking for longs as it is to know when to look for longs, right? So anyway, let's go see if we can find some backside examples from this morning. Let's look at BOXL. This is another stock, obviously, from this morning that has been a massive runner. There's been a handful of times that this stock, of course, would have had its front side label highlighted green, as in here, and a lot of these candles up in this move happening here as well, as they were breaking local highs with strong underlying relative strength. But now we are breaking local lows with weak underlying strength, so the backside label is highlighted. Basically saying, hey, avoid looking for longs on this thing. This thing is now weak. It is not time to be looking for longs on a weak setup like this. Before we get into the exact metrics of how these labels are calculated, I just want to let you know that I've actually already added this custom study onto my website, daytradingstrategies.net. So if you're interested in these sort of codified trading studies, I have over 150 plus of them available on this website. The website will be linked in the description down below. And actually, my limited time coupon code that I was running that I made 10 available of is still available. The next 3 of you to sign up using discount code SAVE30 at checkout will be able to take 30% off of whatever you decide to sign up for. But let's go ahead and get into the actual labels now. We'll come back and talk more about how exactly this website works later towards the end of this video. The labels combine 2 separate metrics, one being of price action and one being of the relative strength indicator. So basically for the price action, the stock has to be breaking out of local highs, very local highs. I just have it set to the highest high out of the last 2 candles. So if the current candle is trading above whatever the highest high value out of the previous 2 candles here, that is a true for that first metric. The second metric being of the relative strength index. Let's actually turn it on this chart quickly, just so you can see what I'm talking about. If the relative strength index is greater than it was on the candle before, that is also true for that metric. If both of those metrics are true, obviously the front side label will highlight green. Now, as you can probably guess, the backside label is the exact opposite. If the stock is currently breaking down below lows, and if the stock is less on the RSI than it was on the previous candle, then the backside label is highlighted. Now, it is very possible, I can probably go to a number of stocks. Let's just check Tesla. No, also front side. I don't know, McDonald's. Okay, here we go. It's very possible that a stock is either neither in front side or backside. That's good to know too. You know, when I was making this study, I thought of like just creating a front side label and like only highlighting that if that were true. But it's important, I think, to know when a stock is strong, when a stock is weak, and then when a stock is sort of range bound. Like look at the McDonald's daily chart here. It's sort of like it's not really currently moving up or really currently moving down. Over the last 3 days here, it's just been in a sort of a chop. So it's neither really currently front side or backside. That is good to identify too. Maybe you're a range bound trader, or maybe if you are looking for one of these trends, either upside or downside, it's good to understand when a stock is just currently not in one. So maybe you're not looking for a trade if this is true. I'm not telling you all exactly how to use this study. I'm actually going to leave that relatively vague on purpose. I want you to be able to take this study and apply it to whatever you find most fits your personal trading goals, right? Maybe you are a trader that wants to be buying front side breakouts like this. So you look for a stock like Nvidia and you go, yay, yippee, I want to buy this thing. Maybe you are range bound, so you like that neither one is highlighted. Maybe you're looking for weak stocks. So you go to, I was hoping Lucid would be weak. It has been weak. I don't know, but you find a stock that is currently in backside and you go, okay, I like buying this dip. However you like to trade, this label can help you. I wanted to find an example quickly just to showcase the backside label here as well. The A daily chart currently experiencing backside. You've got a stock that is currently trading below the lowest low value out of the previous 2 candles, and the RSI value is lower than it was on the previous candle. This is a stock currently getting a mini breakdown. But maybe you're a dip trader, maybe you're a reversal trader. I'm not saying that like backside has to be bad. It depends on your trade setups. It depends on your trade strategy. There's really no such thing as a like bad entrance in trading, as long as you've proven that your exit strategies, both to the upside and downside, can make it profitable over time. That's kind of the beauty of trading. Everyone's going to trade a little bit differently. So if you are one of those dip buyers, maybe you can use this label to identify when stocks are actually currently and visually in a dip. Like you're not just guessing, you can literally see, hey, this thing is weak. Maybe this is a dip that I might like the risk reward on, whatever it is. Once again, the labels can be helpful for you. Pretty simple yet powerful indicator today. I truly believe your ability to identify trend is the most direct correlation to your ability to make money. So having as many of these trend identifying visualization type indicators I can publish on my website are going to be the most helpful, I believe, to beginner traders. Once again, if you're interested in importing this code and all 150 plus other custom studies, strategies, scanners, etc. that I have published, go check out my website, daytradingstrategies.net, linked in the description down below. Obviously, as you can tell, I am always adding and updating codes on this site. You will get at least one new code every single week. Therefore, I do have my service set up as a membership so that you can remain subscribed to continue accessing all the new codes I add. Obviously, you can sign up for a monthly subscription or an annual subscription. Obviously, the annual subscription is going to save you a little bit of money over your next 12 months of access to every new code I will add to this website. That is a long time. That's a lot of codes you're going to get access to. But even more importantly, you're also going to get lifetime access to the daytradingstrategies.net Discord server. This Discord server currently consists of, if we check, 726 members. That's a lot of people that have signed up for the annual plan. That's a lot of eyes on the market. People in here are always talking about what stocks are moving, trade setups. They're asking questions about the codes, talking about what codes they find are working best for them. So it's just a great place to be if you want to remain on top of ever-changing market conditions and talk with other like-minded, now codified system traders about which codes they find are working best for them, how to get them set up in your ThinkorSwim, etc., etc. So this is just a great another little added benefit if you would like to sign up to the annual plan on daytradingstrategies.net. And you sort of have to be watching this video like right when it comes out, because I know more than 3 new people are going to sign up to get access today. But if you're lucky enough, if you're fast enough, the next 3 of you to sign up using discount code SAVE30 at checkout will be able to take 30% off. So if you decide to sign up for the annual plan, that is 12 months of access to every new code I will add and lifetime access to the Discord for less than $280. Listen, I'm obviously extremely biased here, but that sounds like a ridiculous deal. And even if like maybe you don't want to pay, or maybe you just don't understand how any of this works yet, that is why I've made a handful of codes actually completely free. And they're really free. You don't have to make an account. I don't want your credit card. I don't want your email to spam you with some crappy newsletter. No, they really are free. You go click on the link, you'll be taken straight to this page. I truly believe that once you see how easy it is to import these codes and begin to get an idea of the power of some of these codes, you will want to sign up for the website. So I'm also going to leverage this quickly to show you how it works. All you need to do is copy this TOS share link. Every single one of the 150 plus codes on the site has a unique TOS share link. All you need to do is copy that, head back into your ThinkorSwim application, go to Setup in the top right corner, into Open Shared Item, paste that link, preview, and import. Just like that, in 3 mouse clicks and in 5 seconds, you can have any and all of the 150 plus custom coded ThinkorSwim codes from my website saved locally. Guys, once you import them, they are your codes. Like even if you decide to unsubscribe from my website, that's fine. I won't be offended. And you're not going to like lose the codes or anything like that. Once you import them, they are saved to your ThinkorSwim account for as long as that account is going to exist. You even, if you click on this scroll icon here next to the code, you'll even get read and edit access to the source code. So it's a great way to sort of learn how the back end works, and maybe even come in and tweak the code if that's something you're interested in. But anyway, you turn on studies just like you would normally. You turn on strategies just like you would normally. You load in scanners just like you would normally. And it's that easy to get the codes from the website running on your ThinkorSwim charts. All right, I've been talking about the website for a while. I just want to really make sure you understand it. There's a lot to kind of understand with a business like this. Anyway, daytradingstrategies.net. It will be linked in the description down below. At least go take advantage of the free codes. Why not? They are completely free. So at least go to the website, take advantage of the free codes, maybe read the reviews while you're over there, help decide for yourself if this is something that can help accelerate your personal trading journey. Sign up today and become a better trader immediately.